Well, hey, what's happening, guys? Elton here. I thought I would take the opportunity to make a walking video. I wasn't planning on doing it because it's pretty windy today. I'm here in the NDG sector of Montreal. I'm right next to Saint Jacques Street here, and I was earlier at the overpass between Ville Saint Pierre and Montreal West, and I was doing some train spotting, but it was just way too windy there. And here we have the gas pumps for the one of the Montreal Public Works garages. And I just made a little video of, look at this, check that out, 69 to 70 Meteor. Yeah, the Meteor was a Canadian Mercury, sold in Canada only between 1949 and 1979. And not in the best of condition, but not horrible either. But there's a couple other things I saw, and I figured why not do a walking video, even though I've done a couple of walking videos on this street. This is what we know. This is a part of this town, or I should say this street here is what's known as what I call the car street. It's mostly car related businesses, used car dealers, body shops, you know, garages, mostly that kind of stuff, you know, the stuff of that ilk. There actually, I remember there used to be years ago, not that many years ago, there was a store here, garage, that specialized in neon lights, and they had some really nice neon lighting, and the guy had an old Grumman step van parked in the front. I know because I took a picture of it, and that's a weird place for a daycare, but hey, kids got to be placed somewhere, right? Can't leave them alone. So got your Le Beau Vitre d'Auto, which is a window replacement, glass replacement, and there's a few other things I'm going to show you guys here. Take advantage of the sun here, and anyway, I'll have the wind on my back, so I'll be all right. This person here, they look like they probably ran out of gas here with absolutely my favorite car of all time, the Toyota Echo. Oh, it's so exciting. It's so ugly and narrow. I mean, my God. Yeah. Hey, there's something I never noticed before. What the hell is that? Is that an old ghost sign? Look at that. It's a daycare, but there used to be some sort of business here. Anyway, whatever. So there's this used car dealer coming up over here, and this guy recently, I guess, acquired the land here maybe, or worked out a deal, because he's got a shitload of cars here. And watch one of them caught my eye, I think even from the bus maybe, the Scrap 90 here. Look at this, it's an ex-Verdun. Verdun is a borough of Montreal, one of the old boroughs. Look at that, ex-Verdun Chevy Express, GMC Express, and next to old Mercedes 500 SL there, no less. And I also saw there's an old Silverado or Chevy CK back there. Yeah. I think that's an Accord back there. But anyway, this is a pretty good looking F350, I guess. Saw one of these today and was lifted too. What is it about trucks when they're lifted, eh? What is it? And there's the stupid car. I hate these fucking things. And this guy here, this business has been here a long time. Let's see, what is it called? Eurova. Anyway, this, yeah, you can see is a specialist. Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Audi, VW, Porsche, Jaguar, Land Rover. So this guy has seen a lot of these old cars parked here for a long time. Look, there's an old, I think that's a 190 with wheels that came off a 500 SL. That's an 80s model probably. But what's actually a shame, oh tabarnak, look at this. Guy has a Cadillac Catera there. Holy shit, that's hilarious. I rode in one of those once. That was actually an Opel. So I guess Cadillac, they wanted to try again at the compact car market again, like they did with the Cimarron, which of course was a failure. And there's an older Beamer there, eh? Look at this. I'll come back in the spring, maybe it'll still be there. This is like a 60s Mercedes. And it's like a crime, it seems, that it's just sitting there covered in snow and ice. I walked by before I took a picture. And that's, I guess, a Euro van. It's fucking ugly as hell. What the hell is this for? Was there gas in there? Man, that seems weird. Yeah, it's ugly, but you know, hey, Volkswagen fanatics are plenty. Look at that, something being built here, something you don't see too often on this street. Actually, I had a couple of friends down the street here. They had a business, I don't remember what it was called, but they were really a nice couple. And right here, look at that, there's Grand Boulevard, the beginning and end of Grand. And there's the Scrap going by. Scrap. And Got a company there that rents out buses and limos. Quintessential Corolla fixture in any area where there are poor people and working class people, like where I live. Yeah, I can't even imagine the mileage some of these cars have. They're just like the Tercels, but Camrys are just fucking indestructible, you know? This garage has been here a long time. Oh, by the way, those of you who are not familiar with this part of town, I have to mention something I've never mentioned before. There's a cliff over here. And all these businesses are on the edge of a cliff. So literally, like if you were to walk over there, well, for one thing, it's just a lot of trees, but you can't really see well, but it just goes down several feet, and Highway 20 is down there. And also what used to be down there actually was the Turcotte Yards for CN, for the trains, interestingly enough. And then they moved all that to, you know, Saint Laurent, Côte Saint Luc, Dorval and all that. Cadillac! There's a Lincoln and a Navigator town car, taxis, excuse me, limos. There, that one's for you, Kev. Just for you, buddy. Maybe you'll drive that beauty one day, huh? Or this one. Huh? Huh? Yeah. I would say good luck on your course, but I don't think I'll be posting this tomorrow, so I know you got that tomorrow. There's some trucks there, some older trucks, so it would seem. Zoot suit riot, riot, throw back a bottle of beer. Zoot suit riot, da 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 da. There's a Mack and there's a Volvo and there's an International, and I love cars and trucks and buses. I love transportation. Transportation. Well, at least when I was fucking in the goddamn wind there on St. Jacques Street, at least for the very least, at least I got a couple of Via trains going by as usual, and also got a couple of cop cars responding code red there. Look at that, diesel BMW. There's something you don't fucking hear too often, eh? Condominiums, the answer to everything, right? In Montreal and so many other cities. One of the things that's irritating is when you take the 90 bus and you're going westbound this way and you hear the stops being called out. Oh, anyway, actually, any direction. And like, look, for example, this one's not bad. It says Beaconsfield. C'est prochaine Saint Jacques et Beaconsfield. But some of them are just terribly pronounced. I mean, like, oh my God, it's just horrible, horrible. If I see one, I'll let you know. Nothing comes to mind right now. Oh yeah, one of them, they actually changed it. It used to be called Clifton Street. Now they called it Avenue. It's called De Clifton. De Clifton. Fucking stupid. Anyway, this is the used car dealer that a couple of people I know who own it, Anise and Elizabeth. And I'm sure they must have had an offer to be bought out, like from these land developers. You know, there's a Jag there, and to be torn down and again build more condominiums. Oh yeah, a little message, monsieur, mon ami Antoine Leclerc là, à Granby là, ça me demandait où ce qui était la Maxima dans le salvage yard là, ben c'est là-bas, c'est vers là-bas, de la rue là-bas là. Yeah, I was just mentioning to one of my subscribers. He asked me where I had filmed an old 87, 88 Nissan Maxima, and it's like in a compound, like in a lot. It's all gated and everything, fenced in. There's a bunch of old cars in there from the 80s and 90s, like stuff that's rare, and it looks like stuff got in and just never got out of there, you know? Way more interesting than all these fucking boring modern cars. Oh my God, look at all colorless except one. Okay, now I'm getting hungry though, so I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna eat later. Zoot suit riot, riot, throw back a bottle of beer. Somebody's walking behind me, I'm gonna let them go by. Because I don't like people walking behind me, and nobody likes that actually. There's something very unnerving about that. So imagine when you get some fucking little broad there, and I got a big guy like me coming from behind him. They're not too crazy about that. That's the way she goes. Now there used to actually be a bridge over this this little street right over here, but I guess it was deemed unsafe, so the city just knocked it down. And okay, fingers are really getting cold now, so I'm not going to keep filming this for too long, unfortunately. Sorry, but I'm only human. I'm not a fucking robot. Oh, actually, before I forget, I don't know if it's there or not, but there was a really nice Buick Park. Well, really, it was nice. A nice Buick Park Avenue I think early 90s, parked off this street over here. And of course, the only thing I was never crazy about was that it was white. You know, had the matching white hubcaps there, the centers. That's how you know it's an early 90s model. Wasn't a supercharged or anything, but still, those fucking cars are rare now, you know? The engines were good, but the trannies were not that good. Marché ami, the friendly market, as it's translated in English, in anglais. Oh my god. Check this guy out. You know what he reminds me of with that jacket? He reminds me of, what the fuck was that, the guy, there was that episode there of Seinfeld with Elaine's boyfriend, what's his name again? Shit, he had a jacket like that, except it said like 8-ball. Scrap! What the hell's his name again? He was a fucking Jesus freak on top of that. Putter? What was his name? Putter? Oh god damn, I can't remember his name. Oh, I can't remember his name. What does it matter? Oh, there's that Buick. There it is. Yeah, I think, I don't know, maybe I'll refilm this one day, because unfortunately I filmed it on like such a dull, depressing day. Seriously, it was just a cloudy, gray, colorless day, winter. Just a bunch of crap, you know, so. Yeah, we'll see. God damn, what was that guy's name again? Putty, that's what his name was. Of course, that was David Putty. Took me a while. Not to be confused with Larry David, the creator of that show, and also starred in the show, what is it, Curb Your Enthusiasm, which I don't think was as funny. Whoa, 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 whoa! Is that an old motorcycle just sitting outside there? A couple old motorcycles just sitting. What the fuck? What the hell is that about? Why are there a couple of motorcycles sitting here in the snow of all things? What the hell is that all about? Damn, that's strange. Glad I got that, but it's fucking strange. That's, oh, by the way, I should mention that NDG's got a lot of Italians that live in this area. So that would be one of the reasons why you see lots of many different old cars other than areas. Can you dig it? Oh, what's that down there? I want to take a little zoom here. I remember, by the way, if Mr. Andrew Gold, you're watching this, I remember when I lived in Ville Saint Pierre in the 90s, and I think not this street, but the next street, there was a Vista Cruiser parked there for, I don't know, whatever, a year, a couple of years. And I know, I think it was belonged to your buddy Spike Punk, if I'm not mistaken. And we'll just zoom in here. I was checking out that truck. I wonder what it is. Goddamn wind today. My fingers are frozen. Okay, we're not filming this for too much longer here. Yeah, again, more stores specializing in window glass. Vitre means glass or window. Vitre is window. And obviously auto is cars. So there you go. Oh, it's a beautiful evening though. Beautiful evening. Yeah, it's lovely. It's just cold as usual. Well, it looks like we're going to get a snowstorm on Wednesday, and I don't know, it looks like maybe even might get another punch of that on Friday. So, yeah, keep your fingers crossed for the snow removal jobs. Yeah, I think that back in the 90s, like I said, going over 20 years ago, yeah, there was a Vista Cruiser parked a lot of times, I think, on this street. I think it's Clifton, actually, which would be funny, because I knew somebody who lived on that street, actually. Yeah. Where's the goddamn signs? Duck it up! Duck up that Jeep! Hey, I knew a guy who fucking had one of those Cherokees, black. He was, oh my god, look at all this scrap. It must be Sunday, eh? Oh yeah. Quasi-scrap. Yeah, I knew a guy, this Jewish guy, he was as tall as me. And he fucking, he was a salesman at Day Source Dodge Chrysler. His name was Chico. The guy was such a fucking riot. He's one of the funniest people I ever met. Always cracking jokes, man. Seriously, this is the kind of guy I wish I had as my friend. The guy was such a fucking riot. I mean, I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny. You know the type of guy you meet, or person type you meet, they're always cracking jokes. No, j'ai arrêté, désolé, man. The guy was asking me for a smoke, but yeah, I quit, you know, and don't talk to me about cigarettes. Fuck, everywhere I go, where I live, everybody smokes practically. It's just, it's mind-boggling. It's fucking mind-boggling. It's disturbing, you know? Oh man, I hear the bus coming. It's just, I know I don't. All right, I'm doing one more block and that's it. Trattoria. trattoria, I believe, is Italian for bakery. You know, well, Mr. Enrico, a friend from high school, if you ever see this, let me know there. Because I know you had a trattoria, and I fucking did a drawing of your boss's Harley years ago with the Bada Bing Club from The Sopranos. And yeah. So, anything remotely interesting parked here? No. You know why? Because people who usually own these fucking condos here, or modern apartment buildings, whatever they are, they don't usually have old cars. So that's how she goes. It's a psychology, my friends. It's a psychology of cars. Yeah. Oh God, I'm an idiot. You know, how could I, you know, by the way, we're not on Saint Jacques anymore. I forgot to mention that. This is Upper Lachine Road. Forgot to mention that. Sorry about that. Upper Lachine Road. Yeah. Well, I still check, even though there's probably no old cars. I check anyway. You know, like I said, there's a lot of Italians that live in NDG. Oh my God, that reminds me. Yesterday I was here in NDG, but more north of here. And oh, what did I see in a driveway, in the back of a driveway? Oh my God. A 80s... early mid 80s Ford LTD wagon, great condition. I couldn't believe it. I hadn't seen one of those in like many moons, indeed. Oh my God, my fingers are cold. Whoa, look at that beautiful red Accord. Very eye-catching indeed. But I'm looking here. There's a lot of stuff parked there, a lot of space. But yeah. Anyway, so I hope you guys liked it. I'll be filming, obviously, in time, a couple more videos on this street. I've always found it interesting. Again, this part here being mostly... Look at this Tesla. Boy, that looks really out of place. Check that out. Was that a Model X? Or is that a Model S? Well, I think it's a Model X. That's new or recent. Anyway, and look at this across the street. It's got this... looks like an ex-City of Montreal Chevy C60. C60, and yeah, yeah, C60. Hey, that thing is in good shape. Great condition. No, I don't know if that's an ex-City Montreal truck, actually. It's too good a condition. I mean, city trucks, usually they're fucking worked into the ground, man. You know, they just rough shape and rust and very low likelihood of survival when it comes to those types of vehicles. All right, so my fingers are frozen, so I'm going to end it right here at this light here. And I don't know what the hell I'm doing next. I might try to go train spotting again. Maybe not. I don't know. So, yeah, I hope you like this shiz. Oh, look at this. Librerie Boutique Mazzocco. All right. Right on. So that's it, guys. Oh, by the way, yeah, I'm having trouble trying to reestablish my Patreon account. So if you want to chip in, since I'm just a poor man doing what he loves, you can send me whatever donation you want at my email by PayPal with my email, eltonmcfall at PayPal, eltonmcfall, Elton like Elton John, McFall, M-C-F-A-L-L, McFall at hotmail.com. All right, guys. So there you go. Take it easy. Bye-bye.